No one answered.
Spencer will love that story. Hello, everybody. The stream is live. Happy
Hello.
Monday.
I think we're on Facebook.
You guys, it is meet and greet week. It is Camp Tono week. It is it. We are here. We have arrived. It's happening. Okay, first off, you guys, you need to sign up for Zach's special inflation webinar. It's this Thursday at knowyourriskradio.com. You should do that. And then afterwards, you can watch us on the debate. Like you can make that like a whole day, like an afternoon and an evening, like make it a thing. You can do that. Sign up at knowyourriskradio.com. So you got like learn about money and then you can learn about how Joe Biden wants to take all your money. It can be a thing. Yeah. So do that. knowyourriskradio.com. Also, if you haven't, sign up for locals. You should do that. Sign up for locals, our locals group.
Yeah.
Because Facebook, I don't know if you know, there's a bunch of commies. Even though we're on there.
I've got a news story about Facebook today that we'll share because we should be on Facebook. And yes, I do see people commenting from Facebook. So it's working. We figured out a workaround. So suck it.
Yeah.
Mark Gleeborg.
Oh
my God. Suck it. Also, speaking of platforms and whatnot, Thursday and Friday, we will not be on Instagram. I'm sorry, Instagram people. We will not be on Instagram Thursday and Friday because I was setting up my backup computer because we're going to be staying downtown and I needed a whole other computer because I can't carry this whole thing. And so I can't connect to Instagram on that computer. Just too long.
But we'll be together. We'll be like next to each other.
Yeah.
We'll be able to touch each other. Guys, we'll be hanging out this weekend. It's going to be so fun. Mm-hmm.
It is. It's going to be amazing. And today is my birthday eve. No, it's just my birthday eve today.
Tomorrow is her birthday. Tomorrow's her birthday. I won't be able to give her birthday present to her until next week. I'm sorry, until this weekend. So it's going to be late. I'm sorry, it's going to be late.
I don't care. That just makes it last longer. You know how much I love it.
Yeah, I'm bringing it to you. I hope that's okay.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it. Love it. And then for the folks that are coming to meet and greet on Saturday, and of course, this is downtown. If you're looking for parking, I do have information about the parking garage that is immediately behind the venue. It is called Block 20. And write this down if you're coming on Saturday. The address of the parking garage is 428 Northeast Street. And it'll be $10 for the night to park. So there's going to be a lot of people. So try to come together to the extent that you can carpool. That's great. Because it's down to, you know how parking downtown anywhere is, right?
Yeah. It just kind of sucks.
Just, just kind of keep that in mind as you come to the meet and greet, that parking can be a BS.
Give yourself a couple extra minutes to figure that out. Yeah,
for sure. For sure, do that. Okay, I think that's it in terms of announcements. And then we have a super sticker from Alexandra. Thank you. Alexandra says, good morning and fear not, for our God is great and we are his children, salt of the earth, and we shall continue to sow the seeds he has given us.
Amen to that.
And then we have another one. This was actually from Venmos from Cynthia Brady over the weekend. She said, in reference to Joan Rivers voting for Donald Trump, plenty of dead people voted for Biden.
True. It's a very touche.
Very good point. And then for some headlines, look at what the AP did. They said 2 men arrested in strangulation of a 12-year-old Houston girl whose body was found in a creek. In nowhere in that headline do they happen to mention, oh, by the way, they're illegals and they're from Venezuela and they were both recently caught and released at the border. They just leave all that out.
Yeah, I mean, why would they mention that? I mean, they're just journalists, right? So-called journalists. You don't want to mention that. It's mean. It's mean to the illegals, you guys. It's so mean.
It's just ridiculous.
Yep, it is ridiculous. Yeah, you suck, AP.
You really do. You really do. AP and Reuters, you guys
suck.
I mean, come on. Do better. Also, Mark Cuban, who is very openly campaigning for Joe Biden at this point because he's a complete schmuck.
What in the world, dude?
This guy sold back in the day, like he sold a tech company for like $3 billion or something. Okay. Look at what he tweeted and then realized what an idiot he was when he got called out and then deleted. He actually tweeted out his publicly his Gmail address. Okay. So He said, hey, Google and CEO of Google, I just got hacked at my mcuban@gmail.com address because someone named Noah at your whatever phone number called and said I had an intruder and spoofed Google's recovery methods. If anyone gets anything from markcuban@gmail.com after 3:30 PST, it's not me. And so everyone made fun of him so hard about
what in the world. Oh my God. Yeah, he's a real tech genius, this guy. God help us.
I couldn't even believe it. I mean,
I know, right? And it just makes you wonder. It makes you, how are these people, how are they so successful and rich? How?
I have no idea. I'm going to guess that email address has been discontinued at this point.
These are the things I talk to God about at night. I'm like, what? Why? But why though? Why?
And then, as everybody knows, the Paris Olympics are happening, but because Paris is insane about environmental issues, they are not going to have,
and smelly.
They are not going to provide AC for Olympians because the mayor wants the Olympics to be environmentally friendly and sustainable. So what's the United States going to do? They're just going to bring their own units.
They're like, suck it, Paris. We're bringing it. We're bringing the air. Can you imagine?
I cannot.
Seriously, being an athlete. I mean, I immediately thought of you and I was like, there's no way that if Mock was an athlete, she'd be like, I'm not going. I'm sorry. I know I made I made it to the Olympics, but I'm not going. There's no AC. I'm not going.
No, I will not be there.
I'm out. I'm not going to, somebody else can take my spot because I need air conditioning. Sorry. It's not going to happen. Can you even, what are they doing? Why do they want to hurl us back like 200 years ago? Why do they want to do this? They're so stupid.
I saw like a graphic from the Department of Energy saying, here's what we recommend this summer for in terms of your air conditioning settings. And it said during the day while you're at home, you should have it set to 78. While you're sleeping, you should set it to 82. And then while you're away from the house, set it to 85. And I'm like, are you freaking kidding me?
Yeah.
When we sleep, I want it cold. Okay, that's like when I want it really cold.
I mean, these people, I swear.
73, I'll deal with 72, 73. But my God.
These whack jobs are going to be like, listen, you need to give up your refrigerators and your dishwashers and everything else. All of the modern conveniences you need to give up because, you just should because we say so. How about screw you?
Yeah.
How about no?
They can absolutely, positively, totally suck it.
Yeah. All the sucking it.
You know who doesn't suck though, and that is our friends at Birch Gold. I didn't realize this, but they are, that Trustpilot website where like people review everything.
Yes.
Companies. It's kind of like Yelp, only it's a little different because it's just how trustworthy is this company. They are like rated really, 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 really high at Trustpilot, and they are AAA rated with the Better Business Bureau. This is, we only talk about and promote companies that we actually believe in. Birch Gold is one of those companies. And I think the reason why is just because they're so freaking good at the education part, right? I mean, that's
for sure. Yeah. Because I don't know anything about finances or anything about, I don't know. Yeah. I need somebody to teach me.
Mm-hmm.
And all the things.
Give you the information for free without obligating you to anything. So you just get like this free education, and it's so easy. All you have to do is text the word chicks to 989898. They're just going to send you information, and then you can look at that information, read it. You'll understand it because I did, and I don't understand financial information. You'll understand it, and then you'll decide, is this something that I want to help diversify my financial portfolio? Because now is a great time to do that.
Yeah.
Considering everybody's predicting another market crash. So protect yourself, protect your current investments, protect your retirement, and think about adding gold or other precious metals. Text the word chicks to 989898. Thank you, Rhonda Bentz. Rhonda says that little girl was murdered less than 10 miles from where I live, and my daughter is 12, so it hits so close.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
It's outrageous what we're allowing to happen in this country.
Oh my gosh.
Got to get him out of there, you guys. We have to get this jackhole out of there and start deporting people.
Yes. Mass deportations, please. Also, this is amazing. So this is a woman named Marissa who just won Miss Texas in your state. She's from El Paso. And she is 72. 21 years old.
Oh my God.
I didn't realize. So she's going to be competing for the state of Texas in the Miss USA pageant, which has eliminated barriers to entry like age, like setting an age, marital status. People can be pregnant. Like they're letting everybody in to the Miss USA pageant now. And she won the state of Texas. Look at this picture. She's the
second one.
On the left.
God,
I mean,
you go, girl.
Right?
You get it. Yeah, she looks
incredible.
Amazing. That's amazing. Yeah, you get it.
Get it,
she's
girl.
She's probably a grandma. I would assume she's a grandma.
It's 71.
Yeah, get it, Granny. God, that gives me hope. I mean, even though I'm never going to do that or look like that, but I mean, it's just my God. That's a lot of that is genetics, though. Come on.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some genetics. I'm sure there's some help.
Some help. Yeah, it's genetics plus help. Yeah, but she looks good.
She looks damn good, indeed. Also, here's an interesting headline out of San Francisco. The police department has stopped releasing most mugshots in order to combat racial bias, since 80% of San Francisco mugshots feature Black men. And they don't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
My God.
So when they send out like a bulletin to the citizens saying, hey, this person committed this crime, help us find that person. And then they don't include a photo. I'm sure they'll be really great.
It's mean. This is mean. Yeah, this is, I cannot, what are we doing?
I don't know. Let's do things that absolutely hurt our chances of solving crimes, finding bad guys. Just for the sake of it's honestly suburban white women's feelings.
Right. Exactly. Because they're clutching their pearls over it and they feel better when they don't say what the race is of an actual, perpetrator of a crime. Yeah. Okay.
It's just so stupid.
All right.
And then lastly, I thought this was hilarious from Michael Knowles because Bernie Sanders, Bernie.
What do you gotta? But why, Michael?
You tweeted, getting an education isn't a crime. We need to cancel every penny of student debt.
What?
And so Michael said, drinking lots of whiskey isn't a crime. We need to cancel every penny of my bar tab.
This is, what in the world?
What an idiotic.
And he's such an idiot. That guy, and Bernie Sanders didn't have a job until he was 40, lived in his parents' basement. And then the first job he got, of course, was sucking off the taxpayer teat. Go figure. Getting an education isn't a crime. Okay. It's all right. But you choose to go to college. You choose to take on the debt. So pay it off. It's not my responsibility to pay it off for you. God, what a jerk this guy is.
I know. That's why.
And it's not canceled. It's not canceled and it's not forgiven. It's transferred to somebody else.
It's
somebody else.
Right.
That's what socialists are all about, is redistributing the wealth. That's what they want. Commie.
Yeah. Just makes me so
I know, right?
Okay, a moment of personal privilege, if I may, because I clearly am being targeted on Facebook by Facebook. Facebook is super crazy. So, all of this hullabaloo happened last week where my personal profile is no longer able to stream for the next 30 days. So we have created a workaround. But then I started digging into my own profile further to just see like how much trouble I'm in. And like what my rating is or my profile status. And that sent me down a very interesting little rabbit hole. So I guess it's good that I have this green star that my profile is recommended. But I have flagged content. And this is what I was like, wait a minute, I do? What the heck? So it says your profile has flagged content. You have options to help fix it because, it could be impacting your recommendation status. So obviously I clicked that review content tab. So that took me to this screen and it said, here's the content that could keep you from being suggested to people. And then if you look at the bottom, it says, I created a post that was flagged as unsafe. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Unsafe.
Super unsafe.
And I was like, I don't even understand what that means. Unsafe. Well, it says your profile might show content that has discussion of self-harm, suicide, or eating disorders.
Oh my God.
Depictions of violence, sexually suggestive or sexually explicit content, or you might be promoting regulated goods like tobacco or pharmaceutical drugs.
God, Mom, you're terrible.
Like,
you're off.
I do those things,
right? what a jerk you are.
Right? And
God.
then the details, it says, here's the post. And I'm like, wait, it's my profile photo? Yes, it is. It's my profile photo.
Oh my God. Yes. You guys, look at that sexual content. Look at it.
Right? It's so violent.
It's violent and sexual. If you think that's sexual, Gleeborg, something's wrong with you. All right.
Maybe
the problem is
this
you.
is self-harm, or like, does this maybe this depicts an eating disorder?
Is that an eating disorder? What is that? It's like, this is, then again, Gleeborg he like goes out in his backyard and he kills a goat with his bare hands and then he like serves it up for dinner. This is true story.
I cannot
for real.
believe this. So this happened 4 years ago that they flagged this profile photo, and I just only found out.
I don't know that
right now.
That lemur does look pretty violent. He looks like he was about to hurt you.
I loved him so much. Anyway, all right. So that was my moment of personal privilege. I mean, I probably will not be on Facebook that much longer. So
that's it. That's what it was. Yeah. Meanwhile, there are girls out there that have like their boobs all up, like literal boobs, maybe just like showing a little bit of nipple right up there. And he's like, no, it's fine. We'll give that a pass.
That's fine.
It's fine. Because they're not conservative, right? They're not. Yeah. It's like, we'll give it a pass. They're liberal. Okay. We'll give it a pass.
Yeah. And by all means, let all the terrorists organize on your platform.
Totally.
Definitely. It's like lemur picture.
Right.
Can't have that.
It's like ISIS is out there. You got ISIS. ISIS is fine. It's fine.
It's all fine. It's all fine. All right, let's get into some things and some stuff. Obviously, the debate happening this Thursday is all anyone can talk about. And Shannon Bream had Trey Gowdy on to talk about managing expectations for Trump and for Biden.
Let's start with the debate expectations. I mean, is the right or Republicans in trouble because they've, spent a lot of time in recent weeks talking about how President Biden can't find his way off the stage. And we saw what happened at the State of the Union when he came in stronger than expected, and there was a ton of praise for him.
Yeah, they got to be very careful. I mean, I don't know why Republicans fall into this trap of setting high expectations. I mean, this debate, Shannon, to me is fascinating because it's a combination of agenda and acuity. It's content and cognition. So the viewers will be watching both, not only what you say, but are you fit for office? So I don't recall a debate in my lifetime where both of those issues were front and center for both of the candidates. Not just what you say, but I mean, can you remember which day of the week it is? That's going to be an issue.
So he's really worried. Trey Gowdy's really, because I saw a couple clips of him over the weekend, and he is really worried that we've set the bar so low for Biden. And he's like, you're underestimating him, blah, blah, blah. I mean, okay. Listen, there was somebody, Patty was telling me over the weekend that she has a friend who's a nurse. And I think this is a really great hypothesis that the reason that they're taking so long to prepare him for the debate, I love this theory so much, is that they're trying to get the right cocktail of drugs in his system.
Oh my gosh.
Just to try to figure out how to make sure that he is able to withstand that long of a debate, standing or whatever, and going against Trump. And I don't necessarily disagree with that. I was like, that is a fantastic theory. I really think it's great. Because seriously, when it comes to the issues, he knows like what is going to be talked about because they're going to be telling him the issues in advance. I totally believe that too. He has the upper hand when it comes to what's being asked. But I think that when it comes to like physically standing on that stage and physically being able to be up there for that long period of time, that's what we're all like thinking. There's no way this guy can do it. I think that theory is a great
I know
theory.
He asked about being seated, but I never heard if that was, allowed. I just never heard. And then since they chose podiums, I'm guessing they didn't allow it.
I mean, if he sits and Trump stands, that's going to make him look even worse. Cause Trump will stand the whole time.
Oh yeah.
Trump will be like, cause remember when he did that with Hillary, he walked around her and he's like alpha male. He's like a freaking lion. He's going to just like walk around. He's going to do that. That's what he's going to do. If Biden sits, it's over. I mean, the optics of that are terrible. So I think that theory is a really good, because they're trying to figure out how can we get this guy to withstand this long of a debate where, listen, the State of the Union was one thing because it was telepromptered.
Right.
This is not telepromptered. He's going to have to get up there and wing it.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not good at winging it, you guys. So, I mean, I understand where Trey Gowdy's coming from, where you can't set the bar so low because he may come in there and he may actually have some decent answers and he's not going to be dead. So, okay, well, he's going to be answering some questions. So that's going to be better than what we all think he's going to do. But I mean, he can't do that great in this setting.
We'll see. I mean, at least like CNN, just as a contrast, they're predicting that Trump is just going to be like awful. Here's, I don't even know who these people are, but here's some CNN people.
Looking for Biden to give the same performance he did in the previous debates, but also to do what he did in the State of the Union, which is to surprise expectations. The Trump campaign has set the expectations so low for Joe Biden. All he has to do is show up and not fall over himself and die, and he wins the debate because the Trump campaign says he doesn't even have the ability to stand up for 60 minutes or 90 minutes. So I don't think the format helps Donald Trump. The idea there's no audience, all that stuff is bad for him. And I think he's going to try to make it into a big show in the circus, but hopefully Jake Tapper will keep things on track.
It's a good person to bet on there.
Again, though, that the State of the Union was telepromptered. He was reading.
Mm-hmm.
He can't read in this one. It's not like he's going to be sitting there going, pause. You know?
Yeah, he can't.
Can't
It's going to be very different.
Mm-hmm.
And then in terms of fundraising, Trump is ahead, and it's all because of all the trials. I mean, as soon as he was convicted, people were like, oh, hell no. And the money started rolling in, and now he is ahead of Biden. And back to Trey and Shannon, who give the breakdown about that.
Some people who want to hear details about that, let's put up the fundraising here. President Trump has now closed what was a gap with President Biden. He had a huge fundraising month in May. That comes on the heels of his conviction. He has predicted all along the legal trouble would be helpful to him, and certainly in the wake of the conviction in New York, as you and I were standing there, it has paid dividends for him when it comes to donors stepping up, great and small.
I hate to say this, and the former president may very much disagree with me, but if he were to receive an active prison sentence, it would guarantee that he becomes elected, and his fundraising would skyrocket even more. Now, that's a steep price to pay to go to Rikers just to win an election and to have better fundraising. But you're right. I mean, to out fundraise an incumbent president is hard to believe. The question then becomes, where are you going to spend the money and how are you going to spend the money? But that Democrat advantage in money is gone.
He's not wrong.
No, he's not.
He's not wrong at all. Mm-hmm. But man, Democrats were gloating about having more money, and you can't do that anymore. And they did it. They're the ones who did it.
Yeah.
They, in essence, campaigned for Trump by doing all the shit that they've done over the past several months. Congratulations, Democrats. You raised a lot of money for the Republicans.
Well, and the trial obviously helped Trump more than I think Democrats ever thought it might. And Andrew Cuomo was on with Bill Maher over the weekend, and Bill addressed that. And Andrew Cuomo actually agreed, saying that if this weren't Trump, the cases would have never been brought.
The trial in New York, the one he got convicted for, was the greatest fundraising bonanza ever. He was lagging behind Biden, and now he's pulled quite a bit ahead. That trial was the greatest reason people had to send their checks for $5, $10, $25, whatever dollars to Donald Trump. So I was always with you on the one in New York, the hush money trial. I don't think they should have brought that one. It was just always going to look like a sex case, and people were always just going to look at it that way. So anyway.
That case, the Attorney General's case in New York, frankly, should have never been brought. And if his name was not Donald Trump, and if he wasn't running for president, I'm the former AG in New York, I'm telling you that case would have never been brought. And that's what is offensive to people.
Yep.
And it should be, because if there's anything left, it's belief in the justice system.
Yeah, and look at
in the background.
Crybaby sitting next to him.
Right?
But it's Trump. That's him. Can we get him? Yeah. He's absolutely right about that. I mean, and people see that. So what you're admitting is that it's politically motivated, and it's more than one that's politically motivated, and people see that, and they know that the justice system is completely borked.
It's just nice to see Democrats admitting it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Democrats, including Crybaby.
Right. Exactly. You guys, Omaha Steaks, obviously we've talked to you about them a zillion times before, but the subscription offer, I cannot stress to you enough how awesome their subscription service is. Because it's not like other subscriptions where they send you stuff at like routine intervals where it's the same thing every time. You have so much flexibility to set up your very personalized subscription offering with omahasteaks.com/chicks. So right now they have something called the Protein Perfection Package. If you just want somebody to create the perfect package for you, they got you. Boo. It is the Protein Perfection Package. So it's a $99 package plus 10% off because you're a Chicks watcher. And they throw in free burgers for life of your subscription. So here's what it includes. It's got the butcher's cut top sirloins, chicken breasts, bacon wrapped pork chops, gourmet jumbo franks, plus you get 12 Omaha steak burgers free. That is 16 entrees plus the 12 free burgers. That's just for $99. And then you can, if you decide, yes, this is the absolute perfect subscription box, you can set up how often it comes. You can set up maybe that you want to throw in some sides in there. You can switch out something if that isn't your perfect box. But that's the beauty of it, is that there's so much flexibility. And so when you subscribe today, you lock in that extra 10% off. You lock in those 12 free burgers for the life of your subscription. And I promise you that you are going to love it because it's Omaha Steaks and their food is amazing. And I have a seafood subscription. I'll just tell you that right now. It does include steak, but it's mostly seafood and then some fillets thrown in there. And then I just kind of, if I feel like it's coming too soon, I just tell them, you know what? I'm good. I'm good right now. Hold off for a couple weeks. And they do that. That's how flexible it is. So check out, subscribe today, omahasteaks.com/chicks. Do it today. Evyatar Ashkenazi, thank you. He says, drug that makes you active, Joe should ask his son.
Yeah.
That's true. And Alexandra, thank you very much. It's very kind. She says, blessed are you when people insult you, persecute you, and falsely say all kinds of evil against you because of me. Rejoice and be glad, because great is your reward in heaven. For in the same way they persecuted the prophets who were before you.
I love that. Thank you.
She's coming in hot with the Bible today.
I love it.
And it's good for all of us. Honestly.
It is, right?
All right. Kamala. Kamala is making the rounds, talking about how they have to win, how they're going to win. Here she is.
Joe Biden and this debate will make clear the contrast. You know, of the many issues in our country and our world that are complex and nuanced, November of 2024 is binary. And when you look at the difference, I would ask people to really imagine what the world will be like on January 20th, 2025.
Okay. Done. I'm imagining. Done. You guys
Why
imagining?
we're not voting for you.
Right. Everybody's imagining. That's what we're doing. So thanks for that, Kamala.
Have you noticed that thing that she does where if she thinks she says something extraordinarily profound, she'll nod like this?
She'll go.
Like right after she says it? Like she wants somebody to go, yeah, wow.
Wow, it was really profound. It was really great. We're going to write that down.
And her husband also making the rounds, and he says they got to win.
Election. We have to win this election. Literally, our country and our world depends on us winning this election. That's what's going to happen.
Literally. No, second gentleman, no. He just wants to stay where he is. He doesn't want to have to go back to California because that place is a crap hole. Nope.
Nope. Thank you, but no. Philippe Mouve. I'm not sure how you say your name. He says, Mock and Daisy, greetings from Colombia. I've been a chick watcher since 1982. Do I get more steaks because of it?
I love it. That amount is so crazy because it's like Colombian dollars.
Let me show that.
I know. I looked at that and I was like, what is even happening? It's Colombian.
$40,000
in Colombia.
I don't know what COPs are, but
I don't
like
either.
Them.
I like them too. Colombian money.
Yeah, we'll take it.
It's the Colombian bang bang is what it is. We like it, Felipe.
Thank you very much for that. Bill Maher, back to the Bill Maher with the Andrew Cuomo stuff. He's talking about, it's interesting at the very end of this clip because he's talking about how many Hispanic voters have gone in favor of Trump and why. He talks about the why. But then he's like, now all of a sudden there's this new poll saying Biden's ahead. That seems fishy, and we'll have more about why that might be in a later clip. But first, here's Bill Maher.
5% of Hispanic voters prefer Biden compared to 39% for Trump. Last time he won, 59%. That was 2020. So he's lost 14 points there. He went to Morehouse. He said, "What is democracy if you have to be 10 times better than anyone else to get a fair shot?" That seemed like pandering to me. Black voters under 50. He led by 80 points in 2020, now by 37, still a lot, but he's lost 43 points off the key constituency. Student loans. He's forgiven $144 billion in student loans. Only 36% of student debt holders like it.
Unreal.
I mean, if you can't win the people you're pandering to, I mean, I get it. Politics is somewhat about pandering. That's not even an insult. You're supposed to do what people want to a certain degree, also be a leader. But if you're not winning these groups, and he's lost 8% off women since 2020, and yet I read in the polls, he pulled ahead this week. Explain that to me. Well,
Yeah.
I think it was Rush Limbaugh. He used to say, polling isn't to reflect public opinion, but to create it.
Interesting.
Yeah. And that's what they're trying to do. Right. So they're getting ready. They're gearing everybody up for which should kind of terrify people. Right.
Yeah.
Because they're liars and cheaters, you guys. That's what they are. Yeah.
Yeah. And we'll hear about one of their cheating tactics in just a little bit. But first, there's still a lot of discussion. Who is Trump going to pick for his VP? He has still not made any announcements, although he says he knows in his mind. He has not actually told the person that they have been chosen. At least that's what he's said most recently. Doug Burgum is one of the possibilities, and he was on with Caitlin Collins and pretty much shot her down, put her in her place when she tried to get him to worry about the fact that Trump is going to be a dictator.
3 branches of government, and this president, more like any other, has bypassed Congress because as a governor of a natural resources state and a big ag state, we're facing over 30 rules and mandates. Each one of those could be 800 pages to 1,400 pages long. None of them have come from Congress, and all of them could literally kill the industries that we have in our state, including baseload electricity, which we need to be competitive in the arms race around AI with China, who's building baseload electricity plants like 2 a month. So that's happening without Congress. And then, of course, on the student loan thing, when the Supreme Court ruled against him, then he just said, hey, we'll figure a different way to do it. So I just think that there's, again, a double standard here. He is bypassing the other 2 branches of government to push an ideological view, whether it's on economics or whether it's on climate extremism. He's doing that without using the other branches. And I think
you don't like his executive orders and you don't like his policies. I understand that. I don't think anyone expects the Republican governor to agree with President Biden on that. But it's not a dictatorship.
Well, I think, again, part of where this word has come from has been a nonstop media attack on President Trump, saying that he might use executive orders when he takes office. And was trying to make the point here that under this current administration, most of the changes that are driving inflation in our country, the stuff he's not doing on the border, which he could be doing with executive orders. I mean, the open borders and the inflation are things that he's doing by himself alone, ignoring the other branches of government.
Well, I like him.
He's very calm.
My older kids like him. In fact, that's our boy and his wife. That's who they wanted to be our guy. So if he's chosen for VP, they're going to be delighted about that. I mean, they love Trump. Don't get me wrong. They both love Trump, but they were like, Doug Burgum is the sleeper. So there's some millennials out there who really like him. Just putting that out there. I think they like him because he's like a very calm dad.
Yeah, he's very steady.
And he's different than Pence. Very different than Pence. I think
that's true. Well, he's a businessman. Pence never was.
And I would like having 2 businessmen in the White House. I think that would be a good thing. In fact, that would be a first. for us.
Well, we don't know. I mean, there's other contenders. We have no idea who he's going to pick. Apparently, whoever it is going to be at the convention, I would hope. At that point, it should be pretty clear who the pick is, but we may not know until the convention. We'll have to see. In the meantime, Katie Pavlich thinks that Doug Burgum reminds her of a certain someone. Here is Larry Kudlow to address it.
China's opening up a coal plant every 2 weeks to help them win the AI arms race.
How about some Friday follies, Governor? Katie Pavlich, you just met her?
Yes.
She's smart. She says you look like George Washington. You look just like George Washington. Focus in on him. I don't know if we have a handy picture of George Washington. She claims Katie's a very smart woman.
Oh, my God.
And my only question is, how long have you looked like George Washington?
Apparently about 10 seconds. This is news to me on that.
Right, follies. Governor Doug Burgum,
thank you very
ever so much. All right, folks, coming up.
I mean, it kind of does.
I know. Now I can't unsee it. He
Right?
kind of does look a little bit like George Washington. That was a good call, Katie. Yeah.
Stuart the Brit, thank you. Stuart says, I've watched you chicks for 8 years-ish, about when I started going gray. Thanks.
Well, at least you're not bald.
There you go.
You have some hair still. So there you go.
This next clip is just, I wanted to include it because Scott Jennings from CNN, who's like one of the more reasonable people on CNN, is talking about illegals to the host of whatever this show is, and then some other woman. The amount of hatred they both have for him when he tells them what's what is just so delightful to watch. They are so mad because they cannot refute what he's saying.
Members of the American people support Donald Trump's policy prescriptions for immigration right now, including a majority of Hispanics in the United States. Let me just tell
do you
a few
see them
things.
as racist and xenophobic comments? I mean, he's painting migrants as, being violent. They have violent tendencies, right? And of course, dehumanizing them to being entertainment for the rest of us.
God, whatever.
Is he painting them as being violent? I mean, would Lake and Riley think they were violent? Would Rachel Marin think they were violent? Would Jocelyn Nungare in Texas think they were violent? How about the girl that was raped in broad daylight in New York City? How about the girl that was kidnapped in Missouri? Yeah, there are violent people in the country. And yeah, Donald Trump uses colorful language, but the bottom line is immigration is killing Joe Biden's campaign right now. This is why he has a low approval rating. This is why Donald Trump is honing in on this. And people are responding to it, and people are fed up with it. And if you want to call 2/3 of the country racist or xenophobic because they're in a mood right now that they want this fixed, yes, agree. By all means, go on. It's not going to work.
It's so mean to call killers names. It's so mean. Don't you think it's mean and racist? No, we don't. We need to deport a lot of these people. Plus, they're on top of the fact that if one person is killed by an illegal, then we need to get rid of these people. One person is too much. He named 5 in that clip. One person is too much. And there's more than that are being raped in this country. Okay. So that's one thing. On top of that, economically, it's bringing the country down from a fiscal standpoint. It's unsustainable. I get so angry about that because we're supposed to be paying for all these people, the things that we do for these people. And then they come in here and they're like, I'm sorry, this food is not good enough.
I'm going to need to murder you now.
Yeah. Just like, what the hell? And she has the audacity to say to him, it's just mean. Don't you think his rhetoric is mean? Oh my God, bite me, lady. Then you take him into your home. Does she not have any illegals in her home? If she is that much of a bleeding heart, where are they? Because she has a spare bedroom and there's not an illegal in it.
Yep. That's exactly right. And more business leaders are starting to figure out, maybe Trump isn't their favorite person on the planet, but he makes more sense from a fiscal standpoint, from an economic standpoint. One of those people is Cathie Wood, who is apparently one of the most influential people in the business world. She just announced that she is going to be voting for Trump. And here's video of her doing just that.
Trump or Biden? Is it? The word is, so as I've said to my children, so I have 2 girls and a boy, and they're split on this. As I've said to them, look, I am going to vote for the person who's going to do the best job for our economy. I am a a voter when it comes to economics. And on that basis, Trump. I mean, So Art Laffer describes the first 3 years of the Trump presidency as the best in U.S. economic history. Not the last one because of COVID, but, and I would agree.
Wow.
And I went through Reaganomics too.
Wow. Oh my God, but you're a woman. You're not supposed to vote for Trump. That's like, look at you. I can't believe this. You're supposed to be lockstep with all the feminists who say you're not supposed to do that. What's wrong with you? Wow.
West Point Daughter, thank you. West Point Daughter says, prayer, please. I had a seizure over the weekend and they're not sure why. Yikes. Well,
my
I hope you're
goodness.
getting that looked into.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a good group to request prayers from because they are exceptionally good at it.
Yep.
Speaking of Trump, while Joe Biden is holed away at Camp David, being given all kinds of different cocktails, working on his debate prep, Trump is out there with the people, and he made this little boy's day. This little boy, I think this was in Pennsylvania, one of the rallies, and this boy came dressed as Trump with the hair and everything. And apparently, like according to the caption that I read that went with this little video, he got all weepy when Trump showed him personal attention and signed like a $20 bill for him. Here is that moment.
Make sure he gets a special sandwich for himself. Yeah, I'm gonna do something. Come here.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, dude, you know what? Watch. Look at him, huh?
That is adorable. God bless him. Oh my gosh.
We're gonna add some value.
We're gonna add some value. Is that what he said? I love it. He is precious.
All right, Timmy. Come in. Look at this guy now. Come in.
Oh my gosh. So cute.
Isn't that the greatest?
I like that.
That is adorable.
Timmy McDonald. So if your parents don't want you, I'll take you.
I'd be like, I'm going with Trump. Oh my God.
What a guy he is. Thank you, Mr. President.
What a cutie that kid is.
I just love that. Loved it.
So cute. Mm-hmm.
And
you know what he did? You know what he didn't do? He didn't try to sniff him.
No, he did not.
He didn't, which is always a bonus with the president, right? Mm-hmm.
And another thing he does exceptionally well is draw crowds at his rallies. And so Stephen Miller pointed this out on Twitter. He was like, this is Biden's problem with convicted felon Trump. He can't unify the black vote while claiming the American justice system has never been rigged against people like African Americans. The entire Democratic Party platform has been equity against an unfair justice system. Now it's suddenly we prosecute anyone above the law. This is crime bill Joe Biden and go to jail for smoking pot Kamala Harris. Trump as a felon made him cooler to black voters. And we said this would happen because these crowds that he got in Philly or just outside of Philly, it's amazing. Look at that.
Wow. Yeah, people are pissed.
I mean, that is wow.
I'm just convinced oh my God. Yeah, I'm convinced the only way they're going to win is illegals and cheating. Period. That's how, I mean, seriously, that's just how I feel about it. You look with your own eyes. We see what's happening in this country, and I talk to people. You talk to people. People are awake, right? They see what's going on. They're pissed, and they want better lives for their families. So the only people that are delighted to vote for Biden are billionaires like Mark Cuban and celebrities.
Yep.
Let's get real. Real people don't want him because they know what a complete disaster he is, and they know he's going to die in like 2 years, and it'll be Kamala. So they want Trump because they know he's going to do a better job. So listen, there's going to be shenanigans. I'm just convinced of it.
Oh, there's shenanigans already. We've got a clip to tell you about that in just a little bit. Here's one of the funnier moments from Trump's rally.
I won't buy bacon anymore. It's too expensive. I said I'd love to have some lovely bacon, darling. And she said, no, I'm sorry, it's too expensive.
Well, here's a.
Can you see Melania going to the grocery store?
Oh my God.
Bacon?
Going to Walmart. It's an effective story. I mean, it's funny. So many people were butthurt in the comments about it because they're saying exactly what we're saying. Like she would never do that. But I will say that most millionaires and billionaires are tightwads.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's how they made their money. Like I read something the other day, like the top 3 cars of multimillionaires are Toyotas, Hondas, and Fords. They don't buy expensive cars. They don't buy expensive things. That's why they're millionaires and billionaires. That's why. Maybe they don't eat bacon either. I don't know.
Well, and then our old friend Pete Seat, I just thought, wow, I haven't seen his face in forever, but he was on Fox News to talk about the fact that there's going to be a Teamsters guy that is giving a speech at the GOP convention, which is a huge, huge deal considering that unions are typically Democrat, right? And so Pete Seat talks about how this is a huge deal.
A switch. There's going to be a Teamsters president speaking at the GOP convention.
Yeah, that is a seismic development. Another typical Democratic constituency, a union leader, the Teamsters in this case. And I think that what that shows is a recognition on the part of the president of the Teamsters that Donald Trump has a pretty darn good chance of winning this election, and he wants to build a relationship with the potential future president. But it's also a recognition that while union leadership may support and endorse Democrats like the United Auto Workers have endorsed Joe Biden, that doesn't mean union members are on board. They are not a monolith, and they, just like black voters, resent being told what to do. So this is a very important platform, I think, for the Teamsters to reach out to Trump and to reach out to Republicans.
Interesting.
It's very, very seismic development.
Seismic.
It's
very interesting. He says they resent being told what to do, but they've always been lockstep with Democrats. I mean, I feel like really?
I mean, we'll see. That's a pretty big deal that we're going to have Teamsters representation. Paula Johnson, thank you. Paula says, this is what those crowds looked like last time, and they claimed he lost. So worried. Well, everybody should be worried because this isn't in the bag by any stretch.
Oh my God, no.
Not at all. And they're going to be playing all the tricks.
No, I mean, the point is that it should be in the bag. It absolutely should be, but it won't because they're cheaters and liars.
Yeah. And then it's also because they hire idiots for their staff. God. So this fella, and I'll show you the expanded pictures. This is the new, well, he's not new, but he just got promoted to White House Associate Comms Director. Okay. This guy is Tyler Cherry. That is his real name, allegedly. And just to give you a better look at those pictures, because I know you want them, this is the freak show that the White House thinks should be their Associate Comms Director. He has some very problematic tweets from the past where he is obsessed with race. All 6 of these tweets, he's basically commenting on how white certain groups of people are because he just cannot disabuse himself of this obsession.
He's also an anti-Semite. He's a huge anti-Semite.
And he's anti-police. So he's got all of these tweets, abolish ICE, talking about queer people of color, intersectionality, modern day police. I mean, he's insane, right? So as soon as this was discovered, people started digging up a lot of all of these old tweets of his.
Right.
And then he quickly posted this. This was yesterday. He said, past social media posts from when I was younger do not reflect my current views, period. I support this administration's agenda and will continue my communications work focused on the climate and environmental policies. But he didn't say how his positions have changed. I mean, he had a lot of stuff out there. And now, because of the backlash, he has deleted every single tweet except for that one that you just saw where he's like, oh, these platforms don't represent me.
They live forever. And when he was younger, what is he, like 27? When were the tweets? I mean, it's like this guy is not old. He's not like our age. You know what I mean? It's not like he did these tweets back in 1985 when there was no Twitter.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I mean, he can't be that old. So give me a break. Shut up. And again, with the bringing decency back to the White House with this guy.
It's just a complete comedy show at this point.
you're right. It's a clown show. Like they're freaks. They just constantly bring freaks and parade freaks around the White House. We are a laughingstock to every other country around the world. It's why? Where do they find these people? Like, is there some special freak place where they find these people? Because I was in comms, and I mean, there are actual normal people. I'll just say it. There are normal people who do comms. Can they not find somebody who isn't him?
They don't want to. They want to have this level of diversity, and the diversity that they is the weirder, the freakier, the more perverted, the more outlandish, the better. That's how they look at it. And
we have got to like restore normalcy to the White. We have to. It's just ridiculous. And then all the things that he says, I don't believe that stuff anymore. Bullshit. I call bullshit. You believe all of it.
Maybe instead of MAGA, it should be MANA, and it should just be Make America Normal Again.
Yeah, it'd be great to be normal again. And of course, they'll get mad at us for saying that. What's normal, checks? What's normal? Is it like white?
It's kind of like porn. You just know it when you see it.
Right. It's just like, what? This is the thing. I mean, it's these people they're trying to one up themselves on being like the freakier, the more freaky, like how freaky can we be? And it's like bringing decency back into the White House was that lady who showed, or I'm sorry, the transgender dude who had the bolt-ons who showed the boobs on the White House lawn. Remember? You guys remember that? It wasn't so long ago. This is what we've become. It's so gross.
It is.
It's just, we got to get rid of these people. It's like,
Jose Rodriguez, thank you. Jose says the only way the left wins is through cheating. The crowds told me that in 2016, 2020, and now in 2024. Yep. And Andrew Huff, thank you. Andrew says Trump's knockout punch in these debates, and he needs to use it under Joe Biden's presidency. The United States lost the petrodollar reserve currency status. The Saudis are now taking payments in other currencies. Yeah, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. It's another reason to check out Birch Gold. Text chicks to 989898. All right. One of the most amazing things that happened over the weekend was this pathetic, not very well attended rally that AOC, Bernie Sanders, and you guys had it for Jamaal Bowman. And it was insane. So off the rails. Jamaal Bowman is a disgusting piece of crap. He's garbage human. And he's so vile. Listen, I throw around the F-bomb some, but I would not be using it as a congressional candidate at a rally. It is so wildly inappropriate. The clip that you'll see in this grouping. But first, here's how they kicked it off when they first arrived.
What's up, everybody? We are just a few days out till the election day, our primary election on Tuesday, June 25th. But the good news is that the polls are open right now, and we are here for our brother, Jamaal Bowman. We want to turn out the vote. I don't care if you live in New York 16 and are turning out to vote for him. I don't care if you live outside New York 16. We are texting our friends. We are turning out. We are calling our friends in Tuckahoe, in White Plains, in New Rochelle, in Yonkers, and telling them to vote for Jamaal Bowman.
Ceasefire now, y'all. That's what we're doing. Ceasefire now. Let's get it popping. The polls are open today. The polls are open tomorrow. Make sure you get out to vote. Election day is Tuesday. Let's go. We need record turnout all across the district, especially in Yonkers, Mount Vernon, New Rochelle, Co-op City, and Edenwald. Let's get it popping. Let's change the world. It's the many versus the money. We're going to win. Let's go, baby.
We're going to win. We're going to take on AIPAC, and we're going to kick some Wall Street ass. So let's go.
Stop the bombs.
What?
He's insane.
Let's get it popping. I mean, it's like, are they going to the club afterwards? What are they doing?
Well, maybe because AOC, when she made her entrance, she did it to a Cardi B song, which is, of course, Cardi B songs
it's pretty vile.
With vile lyrics. And this is what it looked like.
Oh my God. So cringe. Put your hair down. There it goes. Oh my God. God, she wants so desperately to be cool, doesn't she?
It was
She just
so cringe. Oh my gosh.
That so badly. Just yeah, I bet she used to do that in her bartending days. Like she'd have her hair up and then she'd be like, I'm taking it down. You guys, let's do shots. Let's get popping. Let's get popping.
And then I'm surprised they actually asked Bernie to come. No offense. But
because I'm old.
Because you're not just old, you're like ancient.
I'm
old.
crusty.
So Bernie gets out there and he actually has the audacity to suggest that Israel has the right to defend themselves. You'll hear actual booing for that.
Oh my God.
Had the right to defend itself against the terrorist attack, but it does not have the right to go to war.
What the hell is wrong? Boo! No, they don't. They don't. But genocide. What?
I know. It's ridiculous.
Good Lord, these people are just mental. If you see him, he's all hunched over. He's like,
I mean, he doesn't quite fit the vibe of the event. You know what I mean?
Let's get poppin'. Let's do it. Oh my God.
And then somebody amazing took that video of AOC that you just saw where she's absolutely screaming at the crowd, and they said, "This reminds me of something."
Are you ready to win this country back? And are you ready to fight for peace on earth?
Blood alone moves the wheels of history.
Yes.
A never-ending fight, I say to you, and you will understand that it is a privilege to fight.
You're like, oh God.
I don't know about y'all.
Y'all.
I am ready to fight. Let's hear it.
We are warriors.
She is just so weird.
So weird. And then Jamaal, who is like totally roided out and just like
and sweaty. He's all sweaty. You see, he's all sweaty. It's
I
like,
know.
oh my
And there was a moment where there was a stool on the stage. I don't have this clip because the people who posted it, that Freedom News group, they will sue you if you ever share their stuff. They're psychotic.
Yeah, they really will.
But they had a clip of him holding, like he picked up the stool and just started shaking it at the people. And I was like, what the hell is, because he's just steroided out. Like he looks insane. And so then he started just cussing up a storm at the crowd. And hide your kids and hide your wives. I can't believe I have to say that.
Hide your dogs.
About like a congressional person, but here he is.
We're not gonna show fucking APAC
Okay.
the power of the motherfucking South Bronx. People ask me why I got a foul mouth. What am I supposed to do?
Not
you
use
coming
it.
after me. You coming after my family. You coming after my children.
I'm not. I'm not.
Supposed to fight back?
I don't know your children. I don't.
Supposed to fight back? We're gonna show them who the fuck we are.
My God, calm down, dude.
I mean, he is
insane. And what is this? What does this look? What is like one arm and then one arm down? What does this look? Does anybody know what that is?
We're gonna show them who the fuck we are.
Okay, we got you.
I think we understand that he can use the F word, you guys. Did you know? Did everybody catch that? That he knows how to use the F word and all the different conjugations? Did everybody get that?
Oh my God.
And then the one arm and the one down. And he was like, look, I'm roided out. Everybody okay?
I mean, God.
I feel personally assaulted by that. I feel, you guys all right? Everybody okay?
Well, and he got a lot of backlash over what he said about a predominantly Jewish area in New York City. He said, in New York City, we all live together, but Westchester is segregated. There's certain places where the Jews live and concentrate. Scarsdale, parts of White Plains, parts of New Rochelle, Riverdale. I'm sure they made a decision to do that for their own reasons, but this is why, in terms of fighting anti-Semitism, I always push, we've been separated and segregated and miseducated for so long. We need to live together, play together, go to school together, learn together, work together. So he's he's criticizing Jews for having their own places and not even recognizing that at the same time he could make the same case at any college who constantly segregates their black and brown students voluntarily. They do it to themselves. And so pick a lane, Jamaal. You know what I mean?
No,
so he got a lot of backlash for this. He got a lot
right.
of
He pick a lane indeed. And then he also doesn't believe that Israel is worth a flip. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's the guy who is just like, he basically is an anti-Semite. And then he doesn't understand why Jewish people congregate together.
And want to have a cultural area. And I mean,
right. It's like pick a lane indeed. This guy, he's completely unhinged.
My God. I don't know what else you need to see to know that he's unhinged, right?
Yeah. God, I just can't. The people that are in charge, like it definitely makes you think that we are living in idiocracy at this point, because these people aren't real bright.
God, I mean, ridiculous.
Yeah.
Okay, I do have some thanks to give out on locals. Working Stiff sent a tip saying, great commercial for Fog Daisy. Loved Theo's tale.
Oh, thanks. I know he's just constantly behind me. If you look at our Instagram page, I put up a little ad for Field of Greens, and Theo is behind me going,
oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I can't get away from him. Yeah.
Judy Flood also sent a tip saying, wishing my daughter Diana and son-in-law Bill's 18th wedding anniversary. Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Grammy Karen said, is Kamala's husband a ventriloquist? His lips never moved. I didn't notice that, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's got a weird mouth. And then Genius the First sent a tip saying, I never realized how many nut jobs were in this country until this administration took office. Bring back mental hospitals, right?
Oh gosh,
my God. And then the photo and the story, thank you. He says new Title IX revisions should do the Democrats in, but too many people don't pay attention, and progressive women love destroying our country.
It's true.
Indeed.
It is true.
Okay, so I've been teasing this whole this information. Wait, do I have the right? Yes, I do. Okay, so Maria Bartiromo asked, I think this is your AG, about this memo that is flying around on the southern border, being passed out to illegals by an NGO, saying it's in Spanish, telling the illegals how to vote and to vote specifically for Joe Biden. It's not even vote, it's vote for Joe Biden. Essentially, like, you owe us now because we're letting you in. He let you in. And so you're going to have to forgive Maria for saying the word memo like 92 times in the span of 30 seconds. Okay. Just try to get over it. Her voice, it can be a little,
it's a mock thing. She just doesn't really like her voice.
I can't listen to it for more than 10, 15 minutes. And that's tops for me. But she has a copy of the memo. She wants to talk about the memo. She really has a lot of questions about the memo. She wants to know about the memo.
Now, there is a memo that's been going around at the border, and it's in Spanish, okay? And I want to show you this memo, because at the bottom of the memo it says, don't forget, in Spanish, don't forget to vote for Joe Biden. We need another 4 years of him. This flyer, the woman's name on the flyer is Gabriela Zavala, but she says she was shocked to see the memo because she didn't write the memo. What can you tell us about this memo? Because she says she didn't write the memo, and yet there's a memo at the border which the illegals are reading in Spanish, and it says, go vote Joe Biden. What is this memo all about?
Yeah. Look, the memo speaks for itself. There's no doubt that this is the plan. It's to encourage these illegals to vote. They give them phones. They connect them to Social Security numbers. They connect them to voting in these states. And their job really is to come here and vote. And they're putting them in the right places, the right states. We don't know where they're putting the illegals, but I guarantee you it's in the crucial states. Joe Biden can't win this election without illegal voting.
Nope.
And this is the biggest threat to our democracy or our republic that I think we've seen since who knows when.
This is unbelievable. You're the Attorney General. I want to know what you can do about it.
What do you?
Yeah, what can you do about it? What are they going to do? What are Republicans prepared to do? What is Laura Trump doing about it? What's Scott Presley? What are they doing about it? What are they doing about it? I need to know. What's the RNC doing? Because it's cheating. Oh God, we got to get these people the hell out of our country. I'm just like, my blood is boiling over this. I'm so mad about this.
Everybody should be furious about it. Everybody.
And every time a Democrat looks at you and says, we got to save our democracy, here is my giant middle finger.
Exactly.
You are the ones destroying it. You guys are the ones destroying it with like the 15, 16 million illegals that you have let pour into this country and destroy our republic. That's what you're allowing. You guys are doing it single-handedly.
They are way more concerned about what they call the illegals than the illegals themselves, as you'll hear from Simone Sanders.
Of those people, those young girls who were killed. This is the preponderance of these people, Michael, are male.
But what is the difference between an illegal immigrant who unfortunately engages in that activity?
And we don't like that. I want to be clear. We don't use the term illegal. So undocumented individuals.
They're illegal.
Oh my God,
undocumented individuals versus anyone else who commits the same crime. Well, I mean, it's so.
What is she going to call that? What is she going to call somebody when they murder somebody in her family? She going to be concerned about semantics?
She's gonna call it an unfortunate incident that they take part in, that they participate in.
Yeah, I bet
these people are just their
lunatics.
focus is on it's always on the wrong stuff. Always. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's just incredible. I regret to inform you that Kristi Noem is back, and she is still not answering questions about the
North
book
Korea
and meeting the Kim Jong-un. And even when pressed, I don't know why she thinks this is a good strategy. This is a terrible, awful, horrible strategy. And yet here she is engaging in it once again.
Book, having gone through much of it right now. This week, Russian President Vladimir Putin traveled to North Korea to meet with Kim Jong-un. In the first release of your book, you wrote, I remember when I met with North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un. There was no evidence that meeting happened. So how did it make it into your book, Governor?
I'm not going to talk about that.
You're not going to talk about how it made it in your book?
I took that line out of my book, and I'm not going to talk about it.
I guess my question is, you wrote the book, though, so why was that line ever in your book if it didn't happen?
I wrote the book, and I hope people will read it. It's a good book about how the American citizen can get involved in their government again and what they can do and how the most powerful person in government is them. It's the people who show up, who get engaged, and the stories of what they can do to take this country back and how Donald Trump's policies work for the American people.
And understood, then, just to put it to bed once and for all, did you or did you not meet with Kim Jong-un?
I am not going to talk about this.
Wouldn't it be why is that such a difficult one to say publicly?
Because I've taken that line out of the book, and I'm not going to discuss it.
Okay, but I guess the question is because you wrote it in the book, people just wanted to know whether that was an accurate or an inaccurate statement.
He should be afraid. He should be afraid of her.
He really awful. Should. Worst PR counseling ever in the history of ever.
I know. It's probably the same. Like they got the PR people from the same place they got that new comms director on the Biden team. Seriously, same people.
It's
honestly.
Awful. I mean,
it is. It's pretty bad. I don't know.
Own it, or stop going on TV because
I just love how I love how like everybody will ask her. We're going to put it to bed for good. It's never going to bed. It's like an unruly toddler. It's never going to bed. You're not.
It's awake.
You're
forever.
not putting this to bed. It's like I'm sick of seeing it. I'm sick of seeing the same interview over and over and over again. Just stop doing this interview. Stop it.
But also, I'm glad that they keep asking her about it because at some point she's got to break.
She'll never break. She'll never break. Mock.
Well, then I think they should keep asking her. I don't think anybody should stop. Honestly,
we're gonna put this to bed.
They're not. They should keep at it because it's unacceptable. Her dismissal of it. It's unacceptable. I've lost every shred of respect for that woman that I ever had. Every single shred. Gone. Cliff Whitford, thank you. Cliff says, am I the only one who's reminded of Charlie Brown when Jamaal Bowman jumps up and down and shows his belly? Love
the yellow shirt. Yeah.
Have a great week, y'all. And then Elizabeth Simmons on Venmo. This was very generous. Thank you, Elizabeth. She says, Mock and Daisy, happy birthday, Mock, and Prosecco for the clown show Thursday. Love, Tim and Beth. See you Saturday. Can't wait to see you guys.
So much Prosecco. Yeah. And her birthday is tomorrow, you guys. She is 38. Can you believe it?
Actually, unlike that lady that we showed at the Botox clinic last week, I am not at all ashamed to say my age. It is 55.
I can't believe you're 55. You look amazing. Doesn't she look amazing?
Smack dab in the middle of the 50s, man.
She's almost ready.
Next year, I'm in the upper 50s.
Yeah, she's almost ready to be Miss America. She's got like 15 more years. She could be Miss America. You got to start.
I got a lot more working out to do.
Yeah. Just get ready. Yeah.
Your foos. I know Foo Fighters, they are getting some heat right now because inexplicably Dave Grohl decided to go after Taylor Swift, which seems like an odd thing to do. But he did, and he accused her of not singing live at her concerts, which I don't think is true. I think she sings.
I kind of don't know, but listen, I have mixed feelings about the Foos because they told us to, they gave us a cease and desist, and and I loved them for years, and I was a faithful fan, saw many of their concerts, but I'm kind of here for this fight.
Well, here's the drama that Dave Grohl has unnecessarily brought.
You don't want to suffer the wrath of Taylor Swift. So we like to call our tour the Eras Tour, because I feel like we've had more than a few eras, and more than a few fucking eras as well. Just a couple. That's because we actually play live. What?
And they do play live.
Just saying, I we're a live band. You guys like raw, live rock and roll music, right? We came to the right fucking place.
I think she does her stuff live.
Does she? I don't know.
Yeah.
I've only seen the movie, so I've never seen her.
That's not the thing. I've seen tons of clips on TikTok that seem very, very much live. Like they don't sound at all like her. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just don't know why he's picking this fight. It seems like a bad person to pick a fight with, considering she's the biggest star in the world right now.
I think he can handle it. I think the Foos can handle it.
I'm not saying he can't. I'm just trying to understand the why.
Maybe he just doesn't have a lot of respect for her or her singing.
Or maybe he just wanted some publicity.
I don't think that the Foos really need it. I think Dave is listen, as much, like I said, I'm disappointed in them, but I still, as a musical group, I love them. I actually saw yesterday, I saw a video of when he was on Saturday Night Live as a member of Nirvana.
Oh my God.
It was him and Kurt Cobain and the other dude, because the tall dude. And they were on Saturday Night Live with Shaquille O'Neal. I think it was it Shaquille O'Neal or was it Charles Barkley? I can't remember. I think it was Charles Barkley. And Charles Barkley was like, introducing the band and doing the Saturday Night Live. And they were so goofy, like so young. You guys, it was probably like 1990 when they did Saturday Night Live. I mean, it was so long ago. And I remember thinking, God, Kurt Cobain, if he were still alive today, he would be like a meme guy, I mean, like because he actually had a really good sense of humor. He was really funny. He was quirky. It's just too bad what happened to him, But,
also, if you're a follower of golf, or even if you're not, you should just know that there was a PGA golf game yesterday that was when Scottie Scheffler was about to do his 18th hole. These psycho climate weirdos decided to storm the golf course and let off smoke bombs. They were promptly arrested, but it caused this chaos.
Tackle him. There you go.
What a bunch of idiots.
Everybody hates you.
Everybody. Universally, you are hated.
Mm-hmm. You assholes. I mean, everybody hates you even. How does it feel to be hated by everybody?
Everybody. And if you don't hate them, what's wrong with you? Everybody should hate them. They're awful.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Losers.
Laura Kate Baker, thank you. Laura says, happy birthday, Mock. It only gets better from here. I am 61. Love you and Daisy. That's good to hear. That it only gets better. I'm down. For that.
I feel like 40s were like I peaked in my 40s. 50 was like kind of 50 to now has been kind of, but then things are starting to kind of come back. Like I feel like things are really bad, but menopause, man, it like smacks you upside the head with a big 2x4. And then you're like, what just happened? But then you start coming back. So I feel you on that. I think things will start it's leveling. Good. It's all, leveling and it's good. But man, you get hit in the face.
You do.
With,
Absolutely. Douche Elias, thank you. He says, F the foos. And Timothy Ham, thank you. Timothy says, Mock, even though you are a Georgia fan, you're still 50 fine in my book.
I love it. Yes, I love that. 50 fine. It's 50 fine.
Roll Tide and hello, Daisy.
Hello.
All right, let's get to some good stuff. Just ahead of your DDs, I have the sweetest story. Oh my.
Yeah, we need a sweet story, right?
This is so cute. Okay, so this is an Oklahoma Little League game, and the pitcher throws out a pitch to the little leaguer, and the batter gets hit in the head, gets hit in the side of the face, and it's a big hit. So everybody's freaking out at first, but then he's okay. But the pitcher is so devastated that he has caused an injury. And so what you see from the batter that got hit is just the sweetest little bit of Little League sportsmanship you're ever going to see.
Oh, look out.
I mean, that's
it's a hit. Yeah, that's a hit.
Wow,
God
that
bless
is
him.
a tough kid right there.
That's a hit. And there's the pitcher.
No, I think that's the kid that got hit. Yeah.
That's the kid that got hit.
But he sees that the pitcher is upset.
So this is really cool because as a pitcher, Bubs looks shaken up right now because of what he did. And look at Zay Jarvis. This is such great sportsmanship. He wants him to know that it's okay, that he'll be fine.
Hey, Bob.
I can't. That is so sweet.
Right.
Amazing.
You're right. Look at him. Hey, look.
He's crying. God bless him. I can't. It's just the sweetest thing, I swear.
Oh my God. Right?
I know, right? I can't. I know. God bless them. Those are some good boys. Good boys right there. Mm-hmm. They've been raised well. Good boys. That's what it's all about.
Then you saw these sheep running out, right? Like, so
I saw some sheep. But yeah.
This just made me laugh so hard because these sheep are like, oh yeah, man, we are getting out. We are escaping. And then
they see. Oh no. The hell you are. The hell you are. That's what a sheepdog does. Nope.
Cracked me up so much.
Nope.
Oh my God. Okay, now it is time for your DD.
Okay, well, first off, you guys need to go check out our Glenn Beck interview because it was just so great. I watched it this weekend because I usually don't watch our interviews over again, but I did because I love him so much. And we just had such a wonderful conversation. If you haven't watched it, you need to go find it. It's on our platforms. You guys will find it. It's impossible not to find, but you'll find it and definitely watch it. Sit down. It's like a 30-minute interview. Get some coffee.
It was so good.
It's just so good. It's really nice. It's just a lot of personal stuff. And we really enjoy talking to him. So definitely take the time to do that because he's a gem. Do that. Also, with this, this was just like something that I saw that Tucker was giving some personal advice. So it's more personal stuff, but I loved it. It's really good marital. Like if you ever have a problem with your loved one, I thought this was really, really good advice. And we've done this. I think it's great.
Vital for men to force themselves to work through the crazy. Your wife is not, well, she's kind of crazy, of course, but she's not deeply crazy, actually. She's probably wise. And to force yourself to get over that hump, which is the first 10 minutes, you're like, I can't, what the f are you saying? Leave me alone, you're crazy. To get past that and realize, no, actually, she's trying to tell me something that's really important and be humble enough to hear it and assess it rationally. And that's a process. It's painful at first. And I have found the two practical techniques that work are long walks because you're not facing each other. So if there's a dispute, you don't have to look into each other's eyes. It's too intense. It's like big cats can't stare at each other without eating each other. I've never had a problem in my marriage that I couldn't walk off. And then the higher level of that is the day-long in bed summit meeting for like big issues, a family problem, for example. Like, what do we do about that? That's very complicated. I don't know what to do. And I think we kind of disagree, and I'm pissed at you about it. Then it sort of simmers. That's when you check into a hotel for a weekend and you get room service, you get butt naked and you sit in bed and you talk about it. You get comfortable and you stay there.
Until it's solved. I love that.
Until it's solved. I think those fantastic advice. Like for new couples, new married couples, I think those are two wonderful pieces of advice. Unfortunately, my husband and I don't have a place where we can take long walks. So we always have.
You have an entire ranch.
Yeah, but you don't really walk around because the cows will follow you. It's not really a place like you guys have. It's not, you can't really, it's not like a track, Mock. You know what I mean? It's not like a place where you can just like do laps here on the ranch. I mean, you can walk, but it's not like a place where you can do long walks. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I opt for the naked in bed thing. Always.
Yeah, that always works.
Room service is always the way to go. You know what I mean? Yeah. At least you got the beach coming. You can always take long walks on the beach. I love it. I love it so much.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I mean, but it is good because it's very hard to stay mad when you're naked.
Yeah, you can't.
You know what I mean?
Can't be mad when you're naked. Yeah.
difficult.
Sticky Frog thinks you're 50 fine.
No, I think it was somebody else that said that, actually. Who was it that said 50
Everybody
fine?
thinks she's 50 fine.
Timothy Ham.
Uh-huh.
So funny. Okay. It is time for our schlong today. And I'm serious now, you guys. Hide your kids and your wives.
You got to hide everybody. This is inappropriate. It's very, very inappropriate. In fact, our team, usually we try to come up with topics with our team. Our team completely ignored us this weekend. So we're just going with it. We may get in trouble for this one.
This is one of those, we're going to ask for forgiveness, not permission. Although I tried to ask for permission and nobody answered. So
nobody cares.
We're just doing it. If you are on social media at all, quite likely you saw the Hawk Tuah girl this weekend, and it is wildly inappropriate. Okay, wildly inappropriate. I'm going to play you the original video so that you have the context, but the memes, the songs, the videos, responses have been so fun that you just need to look past the wildly inappropriate part. Okay. Just look past it, enjoy the outcome. But here is what started the whole Hawk Tuah movement.
He's on your roster.
There's only one I want. I love you, Pookie, forever.
How do you get over a breakup?
The only way to get over one is get under another. Beat the cobwebs off this day.
This mother don't miss. What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
Oh, you gotta give him that Hawk Tuah and spit on that thing. You get me?
And that's.
I think that her Pookie is the one that publicized the video and made her the Hawk Tuah famous girl now. So
did you see her friend behind? The friend was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe she's doing this." Yeah.
Oh my God, I love that so much. And so now, I mean, it's so inappropriate, but I mean, it's also hilarious. And so then the songs. So the first song, somebody actually took the song Hallelujah and changed it, you guys. I'm done.
What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
Oh, wait, is this it? Yes.
There was a phrase that struck a chord and took the internet by storm. A phrase for when she's spitting right onto you. A dude said this to these two chicks, what always brings a man to bliss. And she said, spit on that thing,
Oh God, I can't. I just can't. Look at it.
Oh my God.
It's a perfect timing with the. Oh my God.
He's so earnest.
He is so earnest. So earnest.
Okay, so that's the first one.
There's
also
more.
Oh, there's more.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's so much that I'm not even including because the memes are just forever.
Oh my gosh. It went on and on and on this weekend.
But then there was the country song, you guys, and the country song, the lyrics. Oh my God. just I think they're captioned, so you'll be able to understand.
Oh God, that girl crazy as hell. She done got drunk, went viral, going off the rail. Every other post online is a meme. I'm tired of the world laughing at my queen. Yeah, I guess the world knows how we do it. Such a shame. I really thought I knew her. Everything was great, then she became Hawk Tuah.
Oh my God, it's so great. This poor girl.
I think she probably likes it.
You think? You think she does seem like she probably likes the attention. She does.
You have to, like, if you're gonna, because she was drunk, but like, that's a moment. That's like one of those iconic cultural moments.
Okay, now I read that her dad is a pastor.
Are you serious?
I read that her dad is a pastor.
Oh no!
And there's
Shelly, are we allowed to laugh at this? Pastor Shelly, can you laugh? Is it okay?
We're laughing at it, but I read that there's like embarrassment upon her family.
Oh
yeah,
no.
And that this is. I mean, I think I'm right about that. I feel like there's like her. Ashley said she read that too. Yeah, her dad's a pastor.
Is he all right?
Pastor Hawk Tuah.
I just can't.
It's not like, I mean, listen, I'm not trying to stereotype, but pastors' daughters are usually the worst, right?
Now, somebody's mad. Like Jill said that it's ruined songs. Pastor Shelley, please set them straight. Like the Hallelujah song did her in. She's not okay with that.
She's not okay with it. Yeah. It's pastors' kids. Like they're kind of wild. They can be wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she, and listen, she seems like she's what? Obviously, she's
wild.
She's a wild child. And so there's probably been some conversations over the past couple of days in that family. And they're embarrassed by this.
Then Pookie's probably in trouble for like putting it out there into the world.
Pookie's probably in trouble. Yeah. This is the thing. It's not going to be a white wedding, you guys. It's not going to be.
So there's one more thing. And this is just this guy that he's an eye doctor that I follow on TikTok. And so he made this. I think this is
Mock is so tickled by all of this.
I think this is my favorite.
All right, last check here. Go ahead and look out there at the picture of the two birds. Which is clearer, Hawk 1 or Hawk 2?
It's kind of funny. It is.
You can't not laugh at that. You can't.
I mean, they can't. People will not laugh. They'll be like, "This is not appropriate." It's not appropriate at all. But we're not appropriate.
We warned you. We said
we're not appropriate at all. She's gonna listen. She's getting her 15 minutes of fame, and it's for something that she's got to live with that. She's got to live with it. And then her poor friend. She's like,
so much.
Gosh.
Judy Flackney, thank you. Judy says the Glenn Beck interview was terrific. I was like, what? She's saying
you whores. That's why Glenn always lovingly calls us the whores.
The whores.
because we go back and there's our very first interview with him. He wanted to know about Mock's horse shorts and we had to tell him the story. So now he calls us the whores or the sluts. That's what he calls us. Lovingly.
Lovingly, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Kat Stotler, thank you. Kat says the poor woman got fired from her teaching job. But then I saw other people saying that wasn't true. So I don't know if she
Hawk Tuah girl?
Yeah.
Wait, she's a teacher? Wait. I didn't read that.
Why? If she, because I think she was like a pre-K teacher or kindergarten teacher.
Oh my gosh, she's a teacher.
So
I thought she was like a college girl or something. She's actually, wow, she's a teacher. She teaches itty bitties.
I mean,
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That happened. Now, other people are saying it was a satire site that she wasn't actually fired. So I don't know. But she's going to have some explaining to do to the parents.
I think that's already been explained. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. It is time for some My Pillow Toks. I got a few good ones for you today. Unfortunately, there is this guy who is, I can't tell who's stupider because his girlfriend is clearly a moron and he's calling her out for being a moron. But also he is a moron for openly showing the world that he voluntarily is with a moron. You know what I mean? So he says that he's asking her basic questions every day until she's smarter. Here's round one.
Jordan, what is the capital of New York?
Singapore.
Oh my God, that can't be real.
The state New York. What's the capital city? Singapore? You don't think that.
Jersey.
That's a different state. New Jersey, that's a state.
I love the second comment.
Of New York State. What is
She
the capital city of New York State?
New York is a state.
What?
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know New York was a state.
New York.
New York City is
the capital.
No. New York City is a city in New York. There's another town or city that is the capital of New York State. What is that city?
Is it like a known?
I mean, it's the capital.
Very common place to go though.
I wouldn't say that. It's the capital though. Make a guess.
You know, at first I thought this was a joke because I'm like, of course, New York is in the United States, so I said Singapore.
I can't with this. I can't. It hurts. It just hurts.
Does. And, like he's putting it out there like this is my girlfriend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
As somebody, I don't know who said it, but they're like, if she's pretty, then it doesn't really matter if she's smart. That is what the second comment was. She sounds really pretty.
She sounds really pretty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, congratulations.
I mean, there's a whole series of these, so I won't bug you with any more of them. But damn.
Yeah, it's embarrassing for him. It is.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's exactly what I thought. I found another cat that you need. You need this cat.
Excuse me. Oh my God. Oh my God. I do need that cat. What a sweet kitty.
Isn't it?
Oh my gosh. I will not get that cat. I'll get one that like destroys my face or something.
Look.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
What a sweetheart.
So isn't it the sweetest cat?
I want one just like that. I want to mail order one just like that.
Also, it costs a lot, as you know, to raise children.
Mm-hmm.
And
I know.
This woman has an interesting breakdown of said costs.
It costs parents over $230,000 today to raise a kid.
It's way more than that.
That's just the alcohol.
Yeah. Right. Way more than that.
It's just the alcohol, you guys. That's it. That's all
totally.
that covers.
Just the alcohol. Right.
This couple is getting a lot of accolades, a lot of kudos for having the best birth announcement of all time. And it's actually really, really cute.
Me and Spencer have been married for almost 4 years now, and it's been so amazing in so many ways. But recently it's gotten pretty difficult.
I'll always love her. Just life has been too much. It's all been a little too much.
We are just way
Too happy. I mean, the amount of free time that we've had it's exhausting, to be honest.
I mean, you can only have so many hobbies and go on so many dates until you just have to say enough is enough.
And our financial freedom? Are you kidding me? We are drowning in cash. It's been really heavy.
And our home is just gorgeous, so clean all of the time. It drives me absolutely insane.
We knew we needed a change.
Spencer looked at me one day and he said,
"Let's f this shit up."
That's pretty funny.
Oh my God, I love that. Uh-oh, where did everything go?
That's pretty
It all
funny.
disappeared. Yeah, wasn't that cute?
It was cute.
Birth announcement. This is such a cute idea too. This is like, I would never think to do this, but the toddlers were asking for donuts one morning. And so this couple decided to teach their kids how to plant donut seeds to get donuts. And it's so precious, you guys.
You want to come over here with me? You have to do 2 straight lines. Okay.
They're Cheerios.
I need a lot of sunlight. Oof. Oof. Or let me care it for you. Donut grow, little tiny donut plant. Never seen the donut song.
And then they planted them the next day.
Oh my God.
Donuts. Donut seeds.
Oh my God. And they're eating them.
Isn't that the cutest thing you ever saw?
That is super cute. That is really, really cute. Because I was like, if they don't get donuts, they're going to be really upset.
They got donuts, but now they're forever going to think that they grow in the ground.
I know. It's a little weird. The lesson's a little weird there, but it was sweet. But my practical mind, I'm just like that. It's a wrong lesson though, you know? And it's not that, and they have to wait for actual plants, you know, you have to teach a kid that it's not just a quick payoff. Part of that annoys me. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie, you guys. It kind of, I know you think it's sweet, and it is, but
I liked it.
I know, because you like donuts, and I agree.
Donuts.
Donuts are great, but that's not the way the world works. I know. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be a killjoy. We should move on.
Okay,
anyway,
we have a couple super stickers, and then I have gifts that if you don't want to stick around for gifts, you don't have to, but these are amazing gifts that have to be recognized. First, we need to thank Jose Rodriguez. He says, she's teaching the young women a thing or two.
It's true. It's true.
He says, happy Monday, chicks. I love it. Brian Brumley, thank you. Brian says, as a retired preacher, my daughter had her moments, but none to huck to a level. But she thankfully turned out fine.
Yeah.
And then She Picker, thank you. She Picker says, happy birthday, Eve, to you and me. We get a present every 6 months. That's right, because our half birthday is Christmas Day. No better half birthday in the world.
That's right. Great.
Thank you very much. And over on Locals, Dorinda sent a tip saying you got to watch those preachers' daughters. You definitely do.
Yeah. I had a friend in high school. Her daddy was a preacher, and there were some times where I had to hold some hair. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. So let's bring it in first. And then if people don't want to stick around for a presentation.
We're bringing it in. Right. Annie said that Footloose taught us all about pastor kids. True, Annie.
That's right. That's
true.
Right. Mm-hmm. I hope I got everybody. Did I get everybody? Yes, I think I did. Okay. So first up from Cammie Sweeten. Oh my gosh. Just the funnest stuff. So these are crazy candies. It's Laffy Taffy in like malt form. So they just melt on your
tongue. Are they like freeze dried? Yes.
Yeah. They're freeze dried.
So good. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They're super, super good.
So good.
The cute, it's just so much stuff. Ridiculous. So this is a hope your birthday is as sweet as you, and it's like a little cupcake hug. It's like
so
a cupcake hug in a box. Super cute. And then she sent this beautiful thing, this beautiful love cross.
So pretty.
I love it. And she sent these adorable things.
Oh my gosh. Are those earrings?
Yes.
Those are adorable.
I
love those.
And she sent some of this body lotion.
Body lotion. Love it.
She sent this.
I don't give a shiitake.
This mushroom.
I love
she sent the cutest shirt. So she sent this shirt, which is just really pretty. I love it.
So cute.
And
love.
She sent this one.
Love.
The chicks, the hens on it.
The hens.
Which was so much stuff. Thank you so much. And then from Lynn Miller. It's dog singing.
So cute.
So this is from Lynn Miller. She sent this adorable hat that says Dog Mom on it. Super cute color.
Dog Mom.
Then I cannot tell you how much I love this. I freaking Love this.
Oh my God, that is so cute.
It's amazing.
It is with the American flag. It's going to be so cute in your house.
God, I love that. I love that.
So cute.
Such a nice, squishy, awesome pillow. So thank you guys so much for that. That was, talk about being spoiled. This was like some serious loot that you guys sent. This is amazing.
So sweet.
So much. Wow.
Tomorrow is like big day, you guys. Big day.
Tomorrow's the day. 55.
55. Oh my God, I can't. It's crazy. It's crazy.
I know. We met in our 30s.
Yeah, we did. I know. Isn't that nuts?
It's crazy.
I mean, it was like mid 30s for me.
Yeah.
I know. Oh my God. And I've got my 53rd birthday's coming up.
Yeah.
I know.
You youngster.
I'm
the baby. You're still in your early 30s.
Early 50s.
Will be.
Early 50s.
Early 50s. And you still will be even after this birthday.
It's so weird, you guys. It's just so, we've known each other forever. I cannot believe you're going to be 55. It's just weird to me. It doesn't make any sense. I know. I can't compute that in my brain. Stuart the Brit just sent us something.
Oh, he says, "Miladies of American type people, after all these years and laughs, happy birthday again."
Happy birthday. Happy early birthday to Mock. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful Monday, and we will talk to you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.